How did you get in here?
What do you mean, how did I get in here?
I mean, how did you get in here? What do you mean, what do I mean? What do you think this is, the monkey bars at the playground?
This police officer stormed into a courtroom, thinking a random black man was trying to sit in the judge's chair. He started verbally attacking him, not realizing the man was actually the judge himself, just about to begin his job. Thanks to his arrogance, the officer was fired after the judge revealed his true identity.
You're gonna sit down, huh?
Please don't.
You got about 5 seconds, boy.
Pretty good.
Put down the gavel, get out of the chair, you're gonna be arrested.
Why would I be arrested?
I'm not playing games with you no more, boy.
Why would I be arrested?
I don't know how you got in here, I don't know who you are.
No.
I would ask for an ID, but I doubt you have one.
Tell me why I would be arrested.
Why would you? Because you're sitting in the judge's chair,
There's a reason.
playing with the judge's gavel.
There's a reason why I'd be here. I don't look familiar to you?
There's a reason why you be here.
There's a reason why I'm in this seat right now. Do I not look familiar to you?
No, you don't look familiar to me. I don't know you from Adam. Boy, you got about 5 seconds to get out of that chair. We're gonna have word.
Don't call me.
You gonna go round and round. You want to get arrested? You've been arrested before? You got a record?
No, I don't have a record.
You need to get out of that chair right now. I said get out of that chair.
Relax.
This is all property of the state. This is property of the courtroom.
Crazy.
In the U.S., judges cannot be arrested at work without evidence of a crime. The Fourth Amendment protects them from unlawful seizures.
1933 is when they started monetizing us and pledging us as collateral for the debt. Now, to register, the word register means to abandon. And when you register a car or a birth or a house, you're giving it to the government. You're giving your legal title to the government, and you only retain equitable title, which means that you have the use of that property. The government allows you to use it, thinking that you own it. Clear evidence of this is anyone who owns a house, look at their mortgage, and you're referred to as the tenant. Not the owner, the tenant. So if you think you own your house, you're mistaken. Same with your car. The reason why they can impound your car is because you registered it, and under maritime admiralty salvage laws, they come along and they adopt it. In the case of the birth registry, they adopt the abandoned child.
If you take a license for anything, you lose your constitutional right for the thing that you took the license out for. So every time you take a license for something, you waive your constitutional rights as they relate to the subject matter. So you have a marriage license. Well, then you don't have any constitutional rights as they relate to marriage or child rearing. Do you ever wonder why it is the state gets so upset when you put a bruise on Johnny's behind? They call that child abuse now. Or if you don't send Johnny to the public schools, they call that child neglect. But there was a time, wasn't there, in Colorado before schools? Was there marriage in Colorado before Colorado became a state? What on earth did those poor people do when they wanted to get married before the incorporation of the state charter? Did everybody live in sin? Was everybody in reality unmarried? Which then produced a bumper crop of illegitimate offspring from which you descend? Is that the legal ramifications of this concept of no marriage license? Now I'm going to give you a shocker, and I don't like to do this because it makes me look so ridiculous, but you see we've learned something. For 6 years we went down to the legislature and we said to the legislature, give us some relief. Now I'm glad tonight that I can stand here before you and say they didn't give us the relief that we were seeking, and I'm glad they didn't, because the Constitution says that it's an area that they shouldn't be involved in the first place. But as we testified before the committees, the parents would testify and they would weep and they would say, these are our little children. God gave us these children and we're responsible for them, as they'd look back across the table at those senators.
The United States government is a foreign corporation in relation to the states. It is a separate entity. That's why it sits in something called the District of Columbia. That's why we have a space shuttle called Columbia. It goes back to the old Columbian faction of the Illuminati, founded in this country in New York, the Empire State. So I'm saying that, and according to international maritime admiralty law, all corporations in the world must have a president and a vice president and a board of directors. That's why we have a president and a vice president. Legally speaking, he is not president of the various states according to international law. He is president of a corporation set up in something called the District of Columbia. The ruling party in Washington, D.C. is a foreign corporation that has a vice president, a president, and the Congress of the Senate serves as a board of directors. It's a company.
You know that the Secretary of the Treasury is not paid by the United States public. Secretary of the Treasury is paid by whom? By the international bankers, right? So the Secretary of the Treasury is not working for us, he's working for them. So our money, which is not money, it's debt-bearing notes. I mean, it's debt-bearing at point of origin. They print that for less than a penny a note. They loan it back to you for face value plus interest. It's a way of controlling you. It's simply paper, and you are on the hook for it.
If you're seeking the real truth, if you want to understand what you are and where we are, this ebook will have answers. Check the link in the profile bio.
Let me key off of something, Mr. Miller, you said. You said foolish mistakes were made. I think the president actually said it better. He said that the handling of those tax-exempt applications in that process at the IRS was outrageous and intolerable. No excuse. And as much as we know that the folks at IRS have a thankless job because they have to go and tell their fellow Americans that they may be audited or they have to do this work understaffed, we have to maintain the confidence in the system because it's a voluntary system of payment of our taxes.
Agreed.
Because it's a voluntary system of payment of our taxes. Agreed.
And so, you are right, it was a foolish mistake, but the president's even more correct that it was outrageous and intolerable.